And the darkness in the room isn't helping spur me to move. Everything in me aches. My breath is ragged, every inhalation causing my lungs to scratch against my ribs. My head throbs like I haven't had caffeine in 2 days. Every fiber of every muscle and tendon burns with a slow fire, as though I've been working out to exhaustion. But I'm alive. And when I roll over and squeeze the pillow to my eyes still closed, pain lances through my fingers. The fingers I'd been missing. Thank the gods. I honestly thought Kingston would have left those off as punishment. It takes forever for the gears of my brain to begin working again. Click. I'm alive. Click. I'm in a bed. Click. I don't recognize that voice. I open my eyes at that one. The light in here is dim, almost pitch black, but nowhere near as dark as Oberon's cell. I still squint, trying to make out the girl standing a few feet away, her body in silhouette from a thin stream of light behind the curtain. A few more things click into place. I have no weapons. This is not my room. I am not wearing clothes. In that order. Then the girl steps forward and her voice finally matches with one from my memory. Despite the heat of the room, my skin goes cold. She is not someone I want to be naked and defenseless around. Lilith. The girl waves her hand and suddenly the room is filled with light. I think it's some sort of magic at first, which I want to think is impossible because I don't want to believe she can wield magic. But then realize it's just her reaching to the wall to flip a switch. The sudden illumination makes me squint my eyes shut, but they'd been open long enough to take in my surroundings. A small room, barely the size of a closet, with a desk against the near wall and a window beside it. Lilith should have been indication enough, but this cements it. Kingston didn't leave me in winter. He brought me to the Immortal Circus. What are you doing here? I croak. My throat is sore, as though I'd swallowed a spiked mace. I should ask you the same, she replies. The bed creaks as she sits down beside me. I try to push away, to get farther back, but the bed is smaller than a twin, and I'm against the wall an inch later. You know you are not welcome. Neither are you. It's about as bold as I can be right now. Did Kingston take my clothes off for me? Click, click, click. She chuckles silently to herself. Winter didn't want you, she says. That is why you are here. Mab did not want to look at you. You, her greatest failure. I open my mouth, but I can't find the words I want to say. Something sharp and biting and proud. They aren't there. They are dead. Lilith is right. I will never admit that to her, but she is definitely right. I open my eyes and stare at her. She's in a loose black dress hemmed with lace, a belt of silver bird skulls around her waist. Black hair falls loose over her shoulders. A single blue ribbon tied through, like Alice. She reaches over and touches my cheek. Her skin burns, as though a fire blazes deep within her, and for a moment I imagine her fingers wrapping around my jaw, squeezing my bones to ash as easily as wet cardboard. But she just rests them there, staring into my eyes, the heat of her hand making sweat break over my skin. I thought you were more, she says, almost to herself. I thought we burned just as bright, but I was wrong. When they took your fire, you became dim. When they took mine, I learned to tend the flame in secret. You would be wise to do the same. For when the Pale Queen comes for you, you will need every power at your disposal. What do you know about her? My head is swimming, and not just from her closeness or this conversation. My body is faltering. It wants to